I'm about to unlock some memories from your childhood. Let's talk about that. Pudsey the Dog the movie is a film based around the dog who won Britain's Got Talent, except now he's blessed with the ability to think in fluent English, but cursed with the voice of David Walliams.
It's me. Who else?
If you haven't watched Britain's Got Talent, it's an insanely popular British talent show where the winner gets to perform in front of the Queen and then join her. Anyway, when this multi-talented mutt won the show back in 2012, they decided to make him the star of his very own film. I wonder which BGT winner will get a film next. Maybe this guy?
I'm also known as the Lost Voice guy.
He could even be voiced by David Walliams. It doesn't help that Pudsey himself isn't very interesting. I really don't see the appeal of a film based around him where he's voiced by David Walliams, who's known for playing racist characters and writing racist characters and
who are moving to the country, and
here's some changes they could have made, or if they ever make a sequel. Something tells me they're not making a sequel. 1. Pudsey should have been voiced by the other judge on Britain's Got Talent, Simon Cowell, because at least they look alike. 2. Just get some real celebrities to be in it. They got Sally the dog to play Amanda Holden. Wait a minute. And even Olivia Colman to play Nellie the horse, and of course, her performance in this role would go on to get her an Oscar.
And the Oscar goes to
Olivia Colman.
We're going to take a moment now to appreciate the only funny joke in the entire runtime.
God, your nuts are tight. I'm gay.
More funny sexual innuendos like this in the sequel, please. Just maybe not about the dog. For the first time in my life, I'm going to look you all in the eye and be completely honest. I once almost cried to Gnomeo and Juliet. I was 7 years old and the flamingos got separated. What was I supposed to do? That being said, this movie sucks hard. You can probably just search up gnome puns and get the gist of what this film's about. What did the gnome who won the lottery buy for his house? A gnome cinema. Really stretching the definition of a pun here. I just want to go gnome, cried little gnomette. Who's gnomette, eh? How's that funny? I actually told this joke to the man sitting next to me in the cinema watching this film, and he politely escorted me to the ground with his taser. Also, Gnomeo and Juliet features gnome blackface, divorce, a super lawnmower, and heartbreak.
Today we are finally checking out Gnomeo and Juliet.
Call me.
Oh, yes! Good!
This is why you should never marry your third act for free mansion and unlimited Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if I'm just biased because I look like the boy, but I hate this film. I'm not sure if I'm just biased because I look like the farmer, but I love this film. If I'm being honest, I've probably played more of this game than anyone ever, so let me try and do some mental gymnastics to try and justify why this is art. You take the biggest money-making scheme in the history of Britain, a lawsuit from Lady Gaga, the most insufferable protagonist, and a villain who's named after a Nazi. I feel like you could probably get a more enjoyable Moshi Monsters experience from meeting one of the figures. I'll keep this brief because I already have an amazing video all about this film. But most of this is just insufferable because Matt Lucas is Matt Lucas, and there's no known cure. Harry Hill and his twin brother were abandoned by their parents who left to go to Butlitz, a concentration camp. Sorry. Butlins. Nothing shows the class divide better than the struggle between diesels and steam trains. Does this even count as a niche British film? Alec Baldwin's American, and it won Best Picture, so it's certainly not niche. Anyway, oh my god, what a fever dream. I'm very disappointed in Alec Baldwin for featuring in a movie where Diesel 10 uses homophobic slurs. But it's hardly the worst thing he's done on a set.
Pretty fast for a puffball.
Right, don't keep saying it.
The sparkle has left the land.
I've run out of gold dust, and because of that, I'm losing my energy as well.
Oh no! Alec Baldwin is losing his sparkle. Probably because he shot dead a whole woman. Also, why was this the most nerve-wracking thing I experienced at the age of 7? Other than trying not to cry at Gnomeo and Juliet. I think Lady was a good character though, to be fair. Not for any particular reason. If you asked me what I thought of this film when it first came out, however, I would have said nothing, because I didn't exist yet. I don't really want to talk about Nativity, I just want to see the light leave Mr. Poppy's eyes. As long as your IQ is at least creeping into the double digits, you can probably agree that these films are annoying.
It's eye candy for the girls.
He's 11 years old.
Have you seen the looks he gets in the playground?
Mr. Poppy is just the biggest waffle of all time, which, come to think of it, The biggest waffle of all time is probably a dream come true for him. And the kids' voices are just way too squeaky. They could probably do with some WD-40. I wonder if that's the first and last time WD-40 will ever be mentioned on this channel. Oh, you like the Nativity films? Well, you've just supported anti-Semitic cinema, because those Irish girls definitely shouldn't be using their arms like that. I wouldn't exactly call them niche anymore, but watching Paddington single-handedly take down knife crime in London probably makes it an A. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. You, sir, are a mouthful. Let's take this one at a time. The Lion. He's voiced by Oskar Schindler, a German industrialist who saved over 1,000 Jewish lives from Nazi concentration camps during the Holocaust by employing them in Polish factories. F tier. The Witch. I went to some Narnia experience as a child and was deathly afraid of this character. Slightly better than Oskar Schindler. The Wardrobe. The Wardrobe could probably do with some WD-40, am I right guys, up top? Apparently this whole story is like an allegory for Jesus. How is Narnia related to Jesus? Narnia represents Christianity through the use of symbolism and allegory by having characters. So what's that make the Wardrobe? Well, it's what gets the entire story going, so the Nativity?
It's eye candy for the girls.
He's 11 years old.
Proposal. You get $1 billion, but you can't watch Pudsey the Dog the movie for a week. Can you accept?